Hello and welcome to another GeekyVerse video. It's superhero time again with set number 76026, Gorilla Grodd Goes Bananas. Made out of Wonder Woman's invisible jet, a banana truck, the Bat Bot, 4 minifigures and 1 Gorilla Grodd figure. Let's start with the invisible jet first. Built on a mixture of transparent, white and grey pieces which are neatly disguised and make the jet all in all look pretty transparent. There are 2 projectiles which can be fired simply by nudging them a bit to the inside. That's it for the super sneaky jet. Next up is the banana truck, which Grodd goes bananas for, obviously. It has a little driver cabin and a crate of bananas being driven on the back part of it. Obviously, these are the ones Grodd is after. The truck can actually be bent and the roof removed easily to simulate Grodd crushing it and taking all the bananas for himself. Finally, we come to the main build of this set, the Bat Bot. It's basically Iron Man's Hulkbuster, but parked in the Batcave. It's also much larger and a lot more black. This one actually can be placed rather easily into movable positions. Since the legs serve for a very sturdy base, the limbs are pretty flexible and well designed. The torso part of the robot is where the control panel is. You can also place Batman on a super jumper here to make him jump down from the robot. One of the arms has built-in stud shooters. Also, it uses somewhat clunky, but still fun play feature. The net shoots out of the arm in order to try and capture the gorilla. The net sometimes fires okay, sometimes it doesn't, so it's a bit of a gamble. Not something you would expect from a Wayne Tech robot. However, this is mostly due to the fact that you just cram the net inside as well as you can and hope for the best. The other arm has some movable fingers similar to the design we saw in other LEGO robots before. Now moving on to the figures. Let's analyze the big one first. Now usually I am not sold on these bigger figures, although I understand that some characters are just so large they cannot be portrayed by a normal minifigure. I do, however, feel there are other solutions. Axel from the Nexo Knight series is a prime example. I would really love to see Batman's villain Bane have an Axel-type body. That would just be awesome. Okay, so I did a bit of a rant on these larger figures, but the Gorilla Grodd one, in comparison to others, is actually pretty neat and doesn't feel out of place. It could be due to the fact that he is a monkey, but still. Other than resembling a gorilla, there are some electro details printed on his head, and that is about it. Now for the minifigures. Let's begin with the truck driver. His work clothes from the Banana Company are a fun print and he spots a petrified face along with a hairpiece. Batman comes in the usual attire, grey print, cloak and a mask, which hides his alternate facial expression. This Batman has been seen X amount of times now, so I won't say any more about him. But it remains a great minifigure nonetheless. Wonder Woman comes with her sword in this set and her print is heavily inspired by DC Comics' New 52 comic book run, which ended earlier this year. She also comes with a hairpiece that integrates a tiara and an alternate face. Flash's arch-enemy, Captain Cold, is portrayed with a cool winter hoodie jacket and light blue torso to simulate his chilliness. He also carries his signature cold gun that can basically freeze anything. Also comes with a cool alternate facial expression. Last but definitely not least, it's the Scarlet Speedster, aka the Flash, aka Barry Allen. One of my favorite superheroes, and I think this minifigure does him justice. The print is mostly red, with just a little lightning detail on the torso, but then again so is Flash's costume. The headpiece is really the best thing on this minifigure. I love the design and it's actually made out of a softer type of plastic. For those of you who own the Loki minifigure, for example, will know what I'm talking about. His face only shows partially because of the red print around it. Barry Allen also spots an alternate face. Okay, that brings us to the end. All in all, this is a fun set. I got it mostly for the minifigures, I will admit, but I was actually pleasantly surprised with the robot that didn't seem that impressive to me at first. But once I actually got to assembling him, I changed my mind pretty quickly. The jet and banana truck are nothing spectacular, but they are cool designs and complement the Batbot nicely. So all in all, it's a pretty good set. The retail price of $50 is just about acceptable for the pieces you get. That's all I have to say about this set. Stay tuned for more geeky videos and make sure to subscribe to our channel. Until next time, take care.